Well, good morning and welcome to the Morning Report. First, a California woman faces felony charges after registering her dog twice. Second, ICE is launching Operation what they're calling Patriot 2.0 in Massachusetts, taking direct aim at sanctuary cities like Boston. And third, the National Guard could soon be pulled into the immigration fight. Let's get started. Okay, a 62-year-old woman in Costa Mesa, California decided democracy needed her dog. She registered Maya Jean Yorex to vote and send in ballots during both the 2021 gubernatorial recall and the 2022 primary. At least one ballot was accepted. And then she posted photos online of Maya, her dog, with an I voted sticker. See, that's how the investigators cracked the case. Now she's facing 5 felony counts, including perjury and casting illegal ballots. If convicted, she could spend up to 6 years in prison. The irony? She reported herself to the election officials in 2024. It shows how sloppy voter rolls can be if a pet can sneak in. So you have to wonder who else is sneaking in, or what else is sneaking in. All right, start your week with 7 Weeks Coffee. Every bag supports pro-life causes and builds a culture of life. Brew purpose into your morning. Choose 7 Weeks Coffee. Federal enforcement just ramped up. ICE launched Operation Patriot 2.0 in Massachusetts, targeting what they call the worst of the worst criminal illegal aliens. Boston and Cambridge are front and center, accused of shielding violent offenders under sanctuary city laws. ICE says detainers are ignored. Dangerous people walk. Boston says the Trust Act builds safety and trust in immigrant communities. Meanwhile, federal agents are rolling in and the lawsuits are flying. Mayor Michelle Wu has taken the DOJ to court, while DHS insists sanctuary city policies endanger the public. This is round 2 of a fight that is not cooling down. Now, some people are, we're going to get into the National Guard getting into this struggle too in just a little bit. Fall colors are in bloom. Brighten your table or surprise someone special with flowers from Bloomingdays Flower Shop, Tampa's home for fresh local beauty. www.bloomingdays.com. That's www.bloomingdays.com. The administration is hinting at a new move. It's calling in the National Guard to support immigration enforcement, not to make arrests. That's still ICE's job, but to handle the logistics, transportation, facilities, and coordination. And pulling in the Guard would help free up agents for frontline work. This is how this is going to work. The regular ICE agents will go out and do all the legwork, all the finding people and arresting them and all that stuff. And the National Guard would have all the resources all set up. So all the ICE people have to do is turn them over to the National Guard, and they would transport them, and they would maintain the facilities, and they would coordinate between groups. They would be, they work back bar. For those of you who still go to bars, they would be back bar. You have the bartenders, but then you have all the people in the back who are, making sure there's enough lemons, making sure there's enough, cherries out of the jar, that kind of, making sure the orange juice thing is full. Back bar. You get it? So supporters say sanctuary cities forced this step. They did. I mean, if you're going to continue to break the law, if you're going to continue to hide people who are illegal, if you're going to continue to aid and abet people who are breaking the law, this is going to be the natural next step. Now, critics are warning that it is sort of blurring the line between civilian law enforcement and military presence when it isn't, because I just told you so. I just told you how it's going to work. So, and either way, the White House is ready to escalate, and sanctuary cities are the proving ground. All right, there you go. 3 stories to start your week. A dog caught voting in California. ICE agents are doubling down in Massachusetts, and the National Guard is looming in the immigration debate. My name is Will Lawson. This has been the Morning Report. Till we see you again, go out there and learn something, love somebody, and for goodness sakes, y'all take care of yourself. We will see you when we see you. Bye-bye now.